Voting is a United Methodist value. Our Book of Discipline regards political participation as both a privilege and a responsibility. Our discipline explicitly affirms voting rights as the foundational expression of what it means to live in a free society. And apart from the tangled opinions some have about the separation of church and state, we United Methodists have always seen voting as not just vital to our participation in society, but our responsibility to each other as followers of Jesus.
Voting is a matter of citizenship, democracy, and faith. First, it bears faithful testament to the belief that it is everyone's responsibility and right to determine how we govern ourselves as a society. But even more significantly, done with a sense of opportunity to make the values we share as followers of Jesus real in the world. It can help rise to the level of prayer in action.
We live in a world that increasingly seems to leave us divided, each from the other. Today, inspired by our commitment to live out the values we've learned from the life and teachings of Jesus, our hope is that the leaders we elect will be motivated by similar commitments, nudging our system in a direction that prioritizes compassion and empathy, freedom and equality.
To that end, we offer a brief time of intentional awareness and encourage you to set aside time throughout your day to breathe deep, to quiet any anxious thoughts, and to stay centered in the moment, reassured of the Spirit's presence.
We pause in the midst of a day that, one way or another, brings with it the weight and guarantee of profound consequences.
Campaign season has been noisy. Our ears are overwhelmed, and so too our hearts and minds. And in the midst of all of the noise, what seems to reverberate the loudest is the sound of uncertainty.
We struggle to perceive the movement of the Spirit over the clamor and long for the values that Jesus has instilled in us to influence the values of those who we choose to lead us: compassion, generosity, mercy, and love of neighbor, even love of strangers.
So, on this election day and in the days to follow, we pause to acknowledge the presence of the Spirit as our companion in our homes and our workspaces, in our communities of faith, in our polling stations, in our voting booths, and in our campaign headquarters.
May the Spirit of hope continue to push back against the twin plagues of fear and hate, bringing with it the promise of healing, even in the most broken places in our systems, government, and relationships.
Grounded in Jesus' commandment and witness to live in love, even during times of adversity, may we be blessed as instruments of peace.
With a love that frees us from hatred and bitterness toward one another, with a power that prioritizes justice and protects human dignity, and with a grace that inspires songs of hope and unity.
May the same Spirit that was in Jesus be with us, inspiring each of us to put love first in all that we do. Amen.
I can change the world.